What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, December 5th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Follow me on Twitter. That's very simple to do. If you want to get updates to this list later on in the day, that's how you'll do it. Julian Phillips on the outside looking in. And I know a lot of you are probably saying, well, who the hell is Julian Phillips? And that's a reasonable take. Not in the top 5 yet. Could be, depending on how this slate shakes out. There's a lot of news. No Victor Wembanyama causing some real problems in the value department. We're going to have a hell of a slate today. We're breaking it down right now. First up at number 5 for me is Stephon Castle. Shooting guard only, 4,900, projected for 16 points, 4 assists, 3 boards, and a stock and a half. No Victor Wembanyama in this game. I'm still expecting Castle to play in and around 30 minutes. He'll have the opportunity to do a little bit more with the ball in his hands. We're removing a 30% usage, 34-minute-a-game guy. Certainly makes the San Antonio Spurs a lot worse overall, so spacing might be a bit of an issue, especially for somebody that is not as talented as you want them to be on the offensive side. Defense, awesome for Castle. But this value with no Wemby, it's pretty hard for me to ignore. I wouldn't be surprised if he slides down the list a little bit as the day goes on, but he's still a guy that I have my eye on for today, just because when Victor Wembanyama is not in, everything gets freed up. Keeping up with the theme of the Spurs, Devin Vassell in at number 4. Now this one, I love. Shooting guard only, 5K, projected for 18 points, 3 assists, 3 boards, and a steal. Finally saw his minutes jump up last time out, and that's going to be the goal. Like, Devin Vassell is the second best player on the Spurs. They want him to play 32 minutes a night. That's the intention. We're slowly getting there. I gave him 27 minutes. I do think he's live to play a couple extra, which certainly helps. But even if he doesn't, in 27 minutes, it's not that hard for him to provide a fantasy score that you're happy with because of his price and the fact that Wemby isn't here. Devin Vassell is probably like the safest, easiest guy for me to click on in the top 5, because my number 1 and number 2, I love them as plays, but they do make me a little nervous. Vassell's just good. In at number 3, keeping up with the list of weird dudes getting value, that would be Matas Buzelis. Small forward, power forward eligible. Flat 3K, which is weird for a guy that has been like semi-regularly playing. I don't know why he's not like 35 or 3,600, but this pricing error is our gain. 9 points, 4 boards, an assist, and a stock and a half. Now, I only went 21 minutes, but no Kobe White, no Patrick Williams, no Lonzo Ball, and a Q tag on Josh Giddey. We already have a little bit of value here for the Bulls, even if Giddey stays in. That's why you're seeing Buzelis here, MPE at the flat min. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But if Giddey ends up out, all these guys, your Julian Phillips, your Buzelis, these guys are all going to look even better than they do right now. We are not lost for value today. The amount of guys sub 4K that are going to be like semi-priorities, huge. And it might look even bigger by the time we get to lock. But right now, Buzelis is sitting at 3, just behind 2 more Spurs. The first of which is the guy that I think everybody's expecting to start. That would be Zach Collins, center only, 3,500. I think he's like 6K on FanDuel or something dumb. Incredible. 14 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, a stock and a half. He looks fantastic. I mean, he shouldn't be 3,500 when Wemby's in. That's too low of a price tag. But because he was out for a bit, I guess his price is getting stepped on somehow and not recovering. I mean, it's going to go up even way further than this in the near future, whether Wemby comes back or not. And he will be back shortly. It's not a long-term injury. I went 25 minutes. He could play a little bit more than that. 25 minutes of Zach Collins at 3,500 is one of the best value plays you're going to find. It's that simple. And I am expecting him to start. Everything looks good. His per minute rates are perfect for this situation. The price is totally broken. As value plays go, they don't get much better than that. Unless they're backup centers for the Spurs. Because as good as Zach Collins looks, Charles Bassey might look even better. Because his price is even more broken. He is the flat min 3K today. Center only, 10.5 point projection, 8 boards, an assist and a half, and close to 3 stocks. He's a better per minute guy than Collins by quite a bit. I gave him the other center minutes. It is a little complicating that they could use Mamu and split these guys 3 ways. That would suck. That is in the cards. But Bassey's going to pull a ton of ownership. Collins is going to pull a ton of ownership. And to get to these guys on a day with no Wemby doesn't get any easier. These prices are about as low as they can be. And for Bassey, it's as low as it can be. Maybe we get lucky and he starts. I don't think that's happening. It's just going to be Collins. But even Charles Bassey off the bench, even if he doesn't get to 23 minutes, 1.5 fantasy points per minute in 20 minutes, that's 30 fantasy points at the flat 3K. That is more than enough for you guys to be happy about it. So he could just play well. He could play more than you think. It doesn't take much here. Charles Bassey is my number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday, December 5th. FanDuel version is on my Twitter. Ooh, punching my microphone. Top 10 there on FanDuel and DraftKings, plus updates later tonight. Good luck, everybody. Wild slate, 7-gamer on DraftKings. Lots of weird news to come. I'm excited to break it down. Hit the like button on your way out the door.